Saturday morning. I wanted to make a video, especially for my friends at the Shavette World Group, especially the ones who've taken an interest in the WECK SEXTOBLADE. This is the copyright 1909 WECK SEXTOBLADE. It originally wasn't described as a Shavette. This was really the first replaceable blade straight razor. It was even sold at one time with a strap and a honing stone. It's called a SEXTOBLADE because it used to come with 6 replaceable blades. And so people could have 6 blades honed and ready, and it entered into the hospital world, and they gave it a guide, especially for nurses and hospital assistants who weren't too skilled with a straight razor. So they could remove the hair from a patient who was about to be operated on. The guide was to help them. Well, this evolved into the modern hair shaper. So this is a WECK hair shaper. It takes the same blade. Both were made in Brooklyn, New York. The WECK hair shaper, as you see, has a very large shank and tang, so you can get good support with it. The scale is made of metal, but it's a very light scale, so you can use a WECK hair shaper that was made in the old days as a Shavette. My caution is, though, if people go into a barber supply store now, the modern hair shaper blades that they sell are not good to use as a Shavette or to give yourself a shave. If you look, they don't have the support on the shank and tang that you need. They've got a thick metal scale here, and all in all, that leaves it hard for you to keep a good grip on it and maintain the angle on it. So I wouldn't use a modern hair shaper. The best is to get the antique WECK with the composite scale that's light. Look at the shank and tang. Look at the width on that. You can really get a solid grip. So, and this is, I would have to say, my favorite Shavette. And my favorite blades to use, there's a lot of hair shaper blades out there. My favorite blades by far are the Persona. They're sharp, but they're comfortable. They're thick. And I don't, even the Feather Artist Club and other blades, I don't think gives a better shave than the hair shaper blades by Persona. But enough talk. Let's begin. I might be wrong, but I think I was actually the first person to do a shave of the day on YouTube with a WECK shaver. If someone could research it, I might stand to be corrected, but I've always loved the thing. Um, I'm using Taylor of Old Bond Street. I'm using the almond. It's just like putting your face snap dab in one of those almond cookies. Okay. So we have the WECK. Good solid grip. The first pass with a grain pass. No pressure, just enough to get the shaving cream off. Pull up on the skin, and then you can do right at the jaw level. Then let go of the skin, and you've got underneath the jaw already done. So for under the chin, use your dominant hand. Basically, you want to flatten the skin and gently do a down stroke. Be careful of the divot in your chin, and once again, no pressure. Very smooth, a very good downstroke, no irritation whatsoever. The blade is so sharp that the hair is just going to give way. And once again, if you feel any tug or pull, the blade's not sharp enough. Get a different blade. Same thing, pull up on the skin. Use your opposite hand. At first it's going to feel kind of strange, but once again, no pressure. Directly under the chin, do your dominant hand. Now, at the bottom of your chin, or I'll say the bottom of my chin, the hair begins to grow up like this. So if I were to continue downward, I'd actually be doing an against the grain pass. Not a smart thing with a straight razor or a Shavette. Okay, I'm going to finish my shave and then give my final thoughts. Excellent first pass. Smooth, no irritation. Okay, very good baby bottom smooth shave. Have to go to a barber for better than that. But let's test it out. The Humphreys witch hazel with alcohol. Putting it all over. There's no sting, there's no irritation. Beautiful shave. When I use a Shavette or a straight razor, I like to use an aftershave with a little something extra, like Lucky Tiger. Sometimes here in New England on a cold morning I'll use a balm, but very rarely. This stuff smells just like orange peels, and it gives a little bit. It has aloe vera and a few protectants in it. Really nice. So for my people who are interested in the old WECK SEXTOBLADE, it's an excellent way to shave, and give yourself time, be patient. Maybe you only do the down pass for a few weeks, finish up with another double edge or whatever, then look into the across the grain. Do that for a few weeks. Leave the against the grain for your double edge. Then start with the double edge, but just be good to yourself. It's a lot better to fall in love with a way of shaving than to get scared off by it. Cheap Shaver out.